Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin, welcome back to my channel. So the other day I was thinking about this one Disney Channel artist, or I guess former Disney Channel artist, as he's not on Disney Channel anymore, but I was thinking about this artist who used the actress that played the love interest from the Disney Channel show that they were in together as his love interest in his music video, and then I was thinking about another artist who did the same thing, and then another one came to mind, and then I was like, I wonder if I could come up with 10 of these, and so I went over to my Discord, you guys helped me come up with 10 of these, and I'm not too sure what I'm going to title this video yet, and so if I find a way around this, then just never mind. But this isn't going to be just Disney artists, and I did this for one artist in particular, cough, Ariana Grande, but then once I had decided to include her, then another artist came to mind too, and so I was like, I'll just throw her in there, and then it's not just Disney, but it's mainly Disney. And then obviously I can't include the songs in this video because of copyright, and so it's just going to be me talking today, but I feel like that's okay because we're not really talking about the songs in this video, we're talking more about the ships and the fan service that these artists did by including the ships in their music videos and how well they did it. And so yeah, with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. Oh, also I did my hair differently today, I don't know if you could tell, but I did a braid on this side as well as this side, which I've never done before, so it was a big learning curve for me. I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but I think it's cute. I don't know, I think it looks cool when you look at it like this. Yeah, just wanted to share. Let's jump right into it. So coming in at number 10, we have the Rocket Ship music video by Shane Harper, and this one makes a lot of sense because Shane and Bridget were actually dating in real life at the time of this music video, and so the fact that he would have her play his love interest in the video just makes sense, and it was honestly pretty cute. The actors who play PJ and Skylar also make an appearance in this video, which was pretty cute to see, and no, I don't have this one last just because I don't ship Teddy and Spencer. It's last just because I found the overall narrative to be a bit odd. Like in the beginning of the video, there isn't really a storyline, like they're just like being in love, hanging out on a motorcycle and on a boat, and then they both like go to their friends' houses, and it's like, oh, like there's a storyline now, like where did this narrative come from? And then like they're talking on Skype, but then they like get together. I don't know, I found it a bit odd near the end, but overall I think this was the first time I watched this video in full, and I thought that it was pretty cute. I enjoyed it, and the song was pretty catchy, and so it's number 10. Moving on to number 9, we have Donde, Esta, Amor by Pilar Pascal and El Piore, and I am just now realizing that I've never said their names out loud before in my life, and so if I butchered them, I apologize, but this is our first cover of this list. It's also our first non-Disney Channel ship. If you're not familiar, they star on a show called Go, which is a Netflix show, which is actually my favorite show of all time, or my favorite non-Disney Channel show of all time. And these actors either really milked their on-screen relationship or they were dating in secret because they posted so many covers together. And I don't know if I would say that this one is my favorite, but it's the one that I feel like is the most music video-esque, and so that's why I chose it for this list. As far as Go is concerned, I'm actually Team Juan Mia. I know, unpopular opinion, but I can still see how this video was really good fan service. There's so many cute moments between the two of them in this video. I personally like Santiago's voice better, but to each their own. I could still appreciate El Piore's voice as well. And I won't go fully in depth as to why I like Juanma more, just because, I don't know, this is the first time I've ever really talked about Go on my channel, and so I don't want to like just jump right into the spoilers the first time I even bring up this show. But I'll just say that this video was cute, it was fun to watch, but also nothing tops Ya No Mas. So let's move on to number 8. Alright, next up we have Getaway by Asher Angel, and I just know I'm gonna get comments like, I can't believe you have this video at number 8, like it should be at number 10, but I'm just gonna be completely honest. I thought that this one was better than the last two. I thought that the video was just a better story arc, and so here we are. This is another one where I didn't really care much for the ship on the show, but I just thought that they were so adorable together in the video, and I also felt like the storyline was a lot more concise just in comparison to like the Shane Harper video, for example. Like Asher and his buds are going on this like winter getaway, but he's texting this one person the whole time who couldn't make it, and it's like, I wonder who that person could be, and then he turns around and it's Peyton in this cute little winter getup, and I was just like, it was so adorable, and I thought it was really fun. And then I also just felt like this video did a really good job of like playing to the ages that the actors are, because they are children, and so they made it like cute without it being too much, if that makes sense. And then also the texts that they're sending each other throughout the video are just hilarious, and so there was that as well. At number 7, we have another cover, which is Consejo de Amor by Agustina Paloma and Sebastian Atti, and if you're not familiar with these two artists, I am going to be giving you a little backstory on them. So these actors played the on-screen couple of Martina and Lorenzo on the Disney XD show Once, which is produced in Latin America, and they were also dating at the time, and so that's why this video makes sense. Unfortunately, just last year, Sebastian passed away from a heart attack. He was only 24 years old, and it's just so incredibly sad, and so that's probably why I am a little bit biased towards this music video, because just to watch it back, it definitely does pull at the heartstrings songs, and it just shows how incredibly talented he was. I also just recently started watching Onse for the first time. I'm only on season 2, so please no spoilers down below, but I must say that he was an incredible actor, and so I really hope that the show does get released worldwide on Disney Plus soon so that people can really appreciate just how talented he was. But as far as the music video is concerned, I love it. I think that it's gorgeous. It's obvious that these two really had chemistry. As far as this show is concerned, I don't really like Martina and Lorenzo that much. I find them to be a little bit toxic for one another, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the video, which is just gorgeous, and so that's why I just had to have it at number 7. Oh, and they also covered one of my favorite teeny songs, and so they get bonus points from me for that as well. Next up, we have Make You Stay by The Girl and the Dreamcatcher, which is a band that is made up of Dove Cameron and Ryan McCartan, who played the on-screen relationship of Maddie and Diggy from Liv and Maddie. And so because they had this band together and because they were dating at the time, I think almost all of their music videos, they are one another's love interests, but I chose this one specifically because I feel like it is the most memorable out of their music videos, and also because it features not one, but 2 on-screen Disney couples, because Luke Benward is also featured in this video. Although I will say they do him quite dirty in this video, like they kind of do the opposite of fan service here and just like crush the ship into the ground, which, like, I know they're not the same characters in this music video as they are in Cloud 9, but it still kind of gives off that same impression, you know? It's also quite sad, at least for me, to go back and watch Dove and Ryan's old videos together, because Dove has come out a few times and said that Ryan wasn't great to her during their relationship, but I guess it's just one of those cases where you kind of have to try to separate the art from the people if you're able to do that, and I try to because I was a really big fan of their music, and I still am to this day. So as far as the music video is concerned, I do think that it is really cute. I love the storyline, I love the warm tones throughout it, and the split screen and how it comes together when the characters come together. Although I will say that Ryan, or like Ryan's character in this video, I feel like kind of jumps on his opportunity too soon. Like, she just got out of a relationship, dude, like calm down. But yeah, overall I feel like this video is really cute, and so it's super nostalgic for me, and so that's why it is higher up on this list. Next up, we have sort of a collection of videos, which is the cover series that Gabby did for her channel featuring Henner, which, can I just say, might be like some of my favorite covers that exist on YouTube overall. The little conversations that they had beforehand were just so adorable. I love that they were in Portuguese. I just felt like it really added this level of authenticity to it. And then their voices just, oh my goodness, their voices blend together so well. Like, I can't believe we never got an Anna and Thiago duet like on the album, because we just deserved that so much. Their voices are so beautiful together. I think their first cover is my favorite, but then their cover of Shallow just blew me away. Like, Gabby's voice is just incredible, and then their little mashup with Get Lucky was just so cute as well. I just feel like each video was done so well. They mentioned in the talking video that they have this connection that's greater than Thiana, and I feel like it's just so obvious. You can really tell that they do. Like, the chemistry that they have and just the shared passion that they have together for music is just so engaging to watch. And then I just feel like the series overall just has such strong Anna and Thiago vibes. Like, the set, the aesthetics, just everything about it just screams Thiana, and so I feel like as far as fan service is concerned, that's just top tier. And so if you haven't watched these covers and you're a fan of Bia and Anna and Thiago specifically, definitely go give them a watch. Okay, so this might be nostalgia talking once again, but I just had to have this one this high up, and that is Say Okay by Vanessa Hudgens. I hadn't rewatched this music video in a hot minute, and let me just say, going back and rewatching it, it did not disappoint. It has such a strong early 2000s vibe, from like the setting to the clothing to the slide up phone, just like everything about it is just such a blast from the past. For some reason, when I was younger, this video like kind of confused me. Like, I didn't get why it was so dark. I thought it was a bit like post-apocalyptic, but now like going back and rewatching it, I'm all about it. I love the dark tones. It's just overall such a cool vibe. I will admit that Say Okay is not one of my favorite Vanessa Hudgens songs. Like, I think if I were to rank these videos based off of the songs instead of the ships, then this one would probably be a lot farther back on this list. But as far as the fan service goes, like, this one is just 10 out of 10. I mean, this is another one where they were dating in real life, so it makes sense, but it's still just so good. Like, when you see Zach for the first time in this video, like, it's great. Or the little head tilt he does when he's like, hey, let's go to the beach. I'm just like, yes, I'm here for this. It's just so good, and I love it. So coming in at number 3, we have the one video that made this list be not just a Disney Channel list, and that is of course One Last Time by Ariana Grande. For those of you who don't know, I am a very big Ariana Grande fan. I have been for years, and so I'm very excited to like have the chance to talk about her on my channel. One Last Time was one of, and still is, one of my favorite songs from that album, and so I was so happy when she announced that she was releasing it as a single. And I remember reading people's thoughts on this video back when it came out, and a bunch of people were calling it weird, and I just remember being so mad and being like, what? No, it's not weird. It's like so good. Whereas now I can kind of see where they were coming from. Like, it is a little bit of an odd video, but like in the best way. I love it so much. I also for some reason thought that they kissed at the end of this video, and so I was very surprised when I went back and rewatched it and saw that that was not a thing. But yeah, as far as fan service goes, I feel like this one was done really well. It was such a moment to see Matt in this video, and they are such good friends in real life, and so I'm not surprised that she did include him in a video, and I'm really happy that she did because it's such a good one. Moving on to number 2, we have the iconic History video by Olivia Holt, and I mean, just talk about fan service. This this video was just done to perfection. I love the aesthetics of this video. It's just so beautiful and just pleasing to look at. And then the song is just so perfect too because they do have history. Like the fact that she had Leo come in last minute to do this video is just so funny to me because you can get better than that. Like I don't know why he wasn't thought of in the first place. Which, speaking of, yeah, the song is great. Definitely one of my favorite Olivia Holt songs, although I do love Phoenix as well. Also, just this music video is the perfect Jack and Kim video. Like I could totally see this being them a few years after the Kickin' It canon because like, I don't know, they're a high school relationship, so like it makes sense that they would have broken up but then like gone back together because they have history and they love each other so much. I just honestly couldn't imagine this video having the same impact with another actor. Like that moment at the end when Leo walks up is just so good, gives me chills every time, and so yeah, I just love it. Great video, 10 out of 10, and so that's why I just had to have it as number 2. So before I move on to number 1, which I'm sure if you know me, you probably already know what number 1 is, I do have a couple of not honorable mentions, but just videos that like I would have included, but they just didn't really fit the right vibe, if you get what I mean. And so first we have the group of videos that like just weren't canon enough, and so that includes basically all of Giandino's music videos because almost all of them I think include his girlfriend Andrea who plays Carmine on Bia, but they just aren't canon enough on Bia for me to like include them. And then you also have Hombre Querido because the actress who plays Nina is in that music video, but they weren't love interest with one another, and so that's why I got the boot. But I did want to give a shout out to Hombre Querido because it is my favorite Giandino song. And then we have Estamos Acá by Guido because he featured the actress who plays Chiara in his music video as they are dating in real life. But Chiara and Alex are just so far from being canon, like I really could not stretch that even if I tried. And then of course there's La La Land by Demi Lovato as Sterling Knight was in the video, but like the whole cast of So Random was in the video and they weren't love interests, so that's why that one didn't get included either. Also Bounce, the iconic award-winning song by Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers, didn't make this video because, well, as you guys know, Demi and Joe were dating in real life, and they were also dating on Camp Rock as Mitchie and Joe, but they weren't love interests in the music video for Bounce, and so that's why it didn't get included. And then we have the they were dating in real life but not on screen category, and so that includes Burden Up for Nick and Selena, and also this one's sort of a gray area, but Out of Touch by Dove Cameron does feature Thomas sort of at the end. It's like if you blink you miss it kind of moment, but they weren't really dating. I mean, they kind of were on the lodge, like they hint at them dating beforehand, but I don't know, I just felt like it was too much of a stretch to include that. And then Seven Things by Miley doesn't directly show Nick in the video, but I feel like his presence is there. But they weren't dating on any shows, so that's why I didn't include it. And then lastly, we have the category that I call it was for Disney, so it doesn't count, and that includes the If I Didn't Have You cover by Emily Osment and Mitchell Musso, and also Send It On, which is just a great video, 10 out of 10, but they were all forced to be there, so it doesn't count. And so I think that that's all, but if not, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments down below, especially after I opened up this video to include not just Disney, which is a world that I'm not as well versed in. But yeah, those are all the ones I wanted to give a shout out for, so let's move on to number 1. Alright, so at number 1 we of course have La Diva de la Escuela by Michael Ronda, in which he brought in Valentina to play his love interest, who also played his love interest on Soy Luna. And this video was such a moment. Like, I remember there being rumors going around beforehand that she was going to be in the video, but then when he dropped that teaser, it was just like, oh my goodness, we are not ready for this. I hadn't watched the video in a little while, and by a little while, I mean like a few weeks, and like, no joke, it made me cry. I think it made me cry the first time I watched it too, and probably a few times afterwards too, because it's just so good. Like, the moment where he remembers, like, it's so emotional. How could you not cry? The storyline of this video, I just feel like washes out every other video on this list. It's just so well done. And then also the aesthetics of this video and the kisses, like they kiss so many times in this video. I was just like, wow, they are not on Disney Channel anymore, and they wanted us to know it. I also feel like this song is literally one that Simon could have written for Amber in the show. Like, it just fits their story arc so well. And also, just not to mention that this song is one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, no joke, it's a vibe and I love it so much. And so that is my number 1 music video in which the artist included the love interest from their on-screen relationship as their love interest in the music video. Yeah. That is my number 1. Let me know down below which one was your favorite from this list. I can't wait to read all about it. Also, let me know down below which one you wish could have been on this list. Like, which artist you wish could have included their on-screen love interest in one of their music videos, because I feel like if Carol or Rogero did that, I would die on the spot. But they probably never will because they don't like each other. Anyways, Cater Tots, that is all I have to say for today. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. I'm gonna go eat something, maybe some pasta, I don't know. See you later.